Shout out to Commander Jix who requested footage of this tip for collecting raw materials using limpets. Now I'm sure many a space pilot who's been driving around in an SRV gathering brain fruit one by one has fantasized about doing this. You use some kind of explosive thing, probably dumbfire missiles would work as well. I know that the mines do, and here I'm using flak. They thought, yeah, why not just send limpets out? That would be way faster. And what they've noticed is this. You see that? Limpets will crash into the trees. And for a long time, people thought, no, it's not possible. And some genius figured out that, well, if the trees weren't there, the limpets would probably work. And that's pretty much it. That's the trick. Here's my first try. I quickly learned that a couple of limpets just isn't enough. Even in ideal circumstances, you will lose the occasional limpet, and when you shake those trees off with the explosives, so many of the brain fruit, the materials, the raw materials drop that they would start despawning, expiring if you didn't collect them fast enough. So you want, at least 4 limpet controllers so you can send down a whole fleet of limpets. Here's the ideal setup. You're up just high enough to where you can see the trees, and then you blast the whole area, and then as the limpets go down, you fly backwards just enough so that the trees vanish because they aren't rendered anymore by your graphics card. And as you can see, all the limpets will rush down there, and now all the limpets see is the materials. So now the limpets aren't crashing into the trees. And I've just sped it up, so you can see that the limpets will just, this can go on for 5 minutes. You can have a whole fleet of limpets. I think I have 12 or at least 10 or so here going. And they go up and down, back and forth until there's no materials left. And then I would blast the forest again. I'll just keep blasting it until there's not even one limpet going down. If you want to see this, here you go. So in this situation it was about 1.14 kilometers, and so now I've come down a little bit to 900 meters or so, just where I can see the trees. I'm going to blast them, and then the limpets will go off and do their thing again, and I've got to reverse back up to an altitude where I can't see the trees anymore. See there, I've obviously shaken some... Oh, no. There, obviously some more fruit have been shaken loose because the limpets are now going back down, and I've got to quickly get up so that the limpets don't crash into the trees. As soon as the trees disappear from view, and you can put on night vision, that often helps. Like if it's hard to see where the trees are there or not among the terrain. And the other thing is, some forests won't be as successful as others. I've noticed that, I think if it's the terrain, if it's bad terrain, the limpets will crash into the terrain. So try and find flat ground. That's all there is to it. Just like anything, like gathering them with the SRVs, it's a skill just like many other things in this game. With a little bit of practice you get better and better at it. But it is at least 40 times faster than gathering them in an SRV. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. Good luck. Peace, love and mung beans. Paxus out. And anyone who's wondering about the channel, yeah, I'm very sorry, and I will be getting back to providing regular content, although I don't know what that's going to be at this stage because my hand hasn't recovered. And to be honest, every day I'm just struggling to stave off depression. And the way to do that, for me at least, is to do exercise every day. I have to be very self-disciplined and just do strenuous exercise every single day. And go outside and get sunlight, get to bed at the same time every day, and yeah, all those healthy things. Peace, love, and mung beans. Paxus.